figure out how to set this up. Maybe if I move this over, oh, it's a little bit better. Move my flashlight out of the way. And I don't need this over here because you're hooked up over there. Okay, today we're going to be painting, or I'm going to be painting. You can paint along with me if you want. Have the paint to do so. It's kind of crooked, but we're just going to go with it for here. Can you hear me? I don't know that my mod's on. Let's see. No, I don't want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. That's not too bad of a picture. Okay. I definitely don't have it set up perfectly, but that's all right. We'll get there eventually. I'll move my Bob Ross so you can watch us paint. Put him right there. All right, let's get started. So the first step is going to be to apply the liquid clear. And you do not need a ton of this. This goes a really long way. And you just want the slightest. Okay, there's paint on my brush. Let's beat the devil out of it. Okay. We're just gonna turn this around. Then, let's see. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna wipe it off. Good job. Oh, coffee. I don't want to get paint in my coffee or paper towel. Okay. So that got the red off of there. Yeah, we're good now. Get some of that paper towel off. And we can go again. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. This is not hooked in. I guess I really wasn't ready. Well, at least you can see my process in real time, huh? Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Bear with me. We'll get there. There. Better. Okay. Now, let's get back to applying our liquid clear. Well, this is the part of the wet on wet technique that makes it work. Helps to have a really bright light when you're applying this, because you just need enough to make it wet, but you don't want any of it to just pool and sit on top of the canvas. Hello to whoever's watching. Good morning. Oh, hair. Fuzzy. We're going to go all the way to the edge. That part is finished. Nice coating on, but not too thick. Get some dry spots right there. Okay. And I'm just kind of like to go back and forth, up and down. Get into all of the little sections of the canvas. And there's a hair. Probably or a fiber, probably left over from the paper towel. We'll just get that off there. Good. Okay, time to beat the devil out of the brush. so that brush is ready to go. That was great. I just got paint thinner all over me. Oh well. Wipe it off. Okay, so we are going to be using titanium white, oops. I have titanium white from Winsor & Newton Winton Color. And then we have Alizarin Crimson from Windsor & Newton brand. And then we're going to use Lamp Black and Alizarin Crimson, Napthol Red from Gamblin, and then this Inda blue. I really like this blue. You could also use ultramarine blue if you have that instead. I have that somewhere, but it's not in arm's reach at the moment. So those are the 4 colors we're going to be using. Okay, we've got the white out. That should be plenty. Let's add some more red. And we are mixing the Napthol red with the Alizarin Crimson because the Napthol red is a bright red and the Alizarin Crimson is darker. And when you mix the 2 of them, they come up with this really beautiful red. I don't know what you'd call it other than red. And then we're gonna need some of the blue for the corner of the flag. It's gonna be over here. Just squeeze that out. Okay, and then I need my lamp black out. One of the reasons I like working with oil right now is that you don't seem to waste as much because it takes quite a while to dry. So that's good, especially when you start and stop your painting. It feels like you're not wasting as much, I guess. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is add some stripes. Let me move this up just a little bit so you can see the top of the canvas. Oh, too far. A little bit down. That's good. Okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna smooth out some of the paint, the reds. Blend those really good right on the brush. Alright, and this is gonna be our first stripe, and we're gonna go about the width of the brush and about just a touch over halfway. I mean, a little bit more paint on the brush. That wasn't quite enough, in my opinion. Let's try that again. Okay, that's good. Is that better? Yeah. And I kind of went over the top of the canvas, so I'm just going to paint the top real quick. Right there. I can add more later. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're just going to smooth that out like that. And then we're going to take about two fingers width and then come down, and we're going to go another stripe. We'll reload the brush. We're gonna come this way. And a little more alizarin in that. Okay, and then come down a little bit more, and we're gonna do another red stripe right here. Good. And then this one, we're gonna go all the way across the canvas. That's gonna be our horizon. Okay. And then we're gonna get two more in here. I think I went a little too big on that first stripe, but it's okay. And you want to try to go as straight as possible across the canvas, because horizons are flat. And then we're gonna come here, right there. Okay, reload the brush. Yeah, I definitely went a little too big on that gap, but it'll be okay. Okay. Here. On my last painting, I was able to get one more stripe at the bottom, which I could technically do right now, but then this section's gonna be really squished, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna go with it. Okay. Make sure that's good. All right. Good. Okay, time to wash the brush. This over here. If you guys would rather just watch the painting instead of me talking, go ahead and leave a comment and I can totally not talk. Some people like that ASMR stuff where you just listen to the sounds. We could totally do that if that's what y'all would prefer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to block in this square here. And that's going to be that beautiful blue. And it's okay to just come across here, straight down, and then we're gonna go this way. Make it as straight as you can. Unless you want to put ripples in, like it's waving in the wind. Totally your choice. I'm gonna make it straight as possible. And the blue color is kind of hard to see on this, but it'll look really pretty when it's dry and the stars are added. And you can come across this way. Okay, time to wash the brush. It's already been 20 minutes and I have hardly anything done. Oh my goodness. That's great. Okay, washing the brush. As you can see from the beginning of this video, it's really important to make sure you have all the paint out of your brush. I'm just gonna come over here and check something really quickly. Great time to get a drink if you want something to drink. Okay, so now, let's see. We're gonna take our number 6. If I can find it. Oh. You want that one or do you want the number 3? I think I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna use the number 6. I have a hair right, or something right there. Let's get that off of there. Cut through that a little bit. There. Perfect. Okay, so now, what did I do? Now we're going to take the white, just titanium white, and we're going to make some clouds. And I'm just loading the corner, and we're just going to kind of go like this. Try not to get into the red, because it'll end up looking pink. If you want a pink flag, that's fine, but I don't want a pink flag, so I'm going to skip that part if at all possible. Okay, so, and you don't want to like goop it on there. That's kind of important, not to goop it on there. We're just kind of gonna go like this. Okay, and then you can wash your brush at this time. Okay. And then we're going to take a dry 1-inch oval brush and we're going to blend. And I'm going to start from the edge here and just blend. And you just want just a little bit. And there's a hair came out of my brush. Ah! Let's see, maybe this will work to get that off of there. No, come on, get off of there. No! I need tweezers. Ooh, do I have tweezers? I should have tweezers. I'll wipe that off of there. Let's see. No, those aren't tweezers. Where? No, I have paint on me. Great. Tweezers. I know I have tweezers. Right here. Got it. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to continue with the blending. And Mr. Ross would say 2 hairs and some air. But I haven't figured that out yet. So we're gonna... And then you want to take it kind of into the blue over here. Give it that like wispy effect. And right here I can clean my brush, or we can clean our brush off. Not with the thinner. You want to take it, the dry brush, and use the rack. And then we're going to come back in because we don't want a lot of blue mixed into our thing. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing on the next 2. And I picked up some pink, some red, so I'm going to go ahead and use my cleaner. And I want this to come kind of in. Gives it kind of this smoky effect, I think. Okay. And then for the third one, you barely are putting any pressure on the canvas. You want just enough to kind of stir it up, but not take it out. And see there, I'm picking up some blue, so I'm going to go ahead and get as much paint off my brush as I can and keep going. And I picked up red. I'm going to come in with a smaller fan brush. Get some white paint, and I want a little more. I have another brush bristle. My brushes are shedding. I'm gonna come in with this guy. Should just leave these tweezers out because my brush is shedding. Okay, so now I'm going to take the smallest amount of white, like barely any on the brush, and I'm gonna kind of bring some rays this way from the top corner down, so like the moon is casting its light. Okay, that one's clean some of that off. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm on the wrong screen. There's barely any on there. And that's one of the things I like about this technique is that just the smallest amount on a black canvas with this technique gives you so much depth, and yeah, and then we're just gonna smooth it out, and there's another bristle. Okay, take that right off of there. Okay, so we've got 33 minutes. One person's watching. I'm pretty sure it's my mod. That's all right. Maybe someone will find this helpful later on. Okay, now I'm going to wash my brush with the odorless thinner. And beat the double out of it. Okay. And we're gonna get the palette knife out now. And I'm using this one. And my brush is clean and dried off. Put that one off to the side. And now I'm going to use my palette knife, and I'm going to get a tiny bit of white paint. in the little roll. Yeah, we're gonna go with white. Do I want to go with white or do you want to go with Napthol red? White will make it pink. Yep, we're going with red. I got the wrong one on my knife, so I'm gonna wipe that off. Clean off my palette knife. And we're gonna go into the lighter red. And we're gonna just smush it out here. Cut across to get our little roll. And then this way, yeah, I'm gonna start right about here. And we're just gonna go like this. Okay, I need to reload my knife because I got a little bit much there. Okay. I'm just gonna come right off of the canvas edge, right like that. Okay, I got that. So what I'm gonna do is come in with this little filter and I'm going to take that off. Just like that. Okay. Actually, let's see. Black. So I'm gonna go into my lamp black, just the tiniest bit, and I'm gonna put lamp black right there to help hide my boo-boo. And add some more definition up in here. Okay, I'm going to clean my brush. I'll wipe it off on my paper towel. And we're going to go back in here with some more white because I took that out. Now I need to put it back. gonna take my little brush and kind of add some swoopies. Clean it. Let's see, what other filbert do I have out? This one. I like this one. We're just gonna okay, I like that better. Alright, going back to the knife. I want to add some more right there. Okay. so now we're going to take this brush, because I don't trust myself with the bigger one, and we're just going to drag down. But we're going to leave this space in between the red, the water. Got a little too close right there. Let's see if I can. Oh, got a lot close right there. Whoops. Hey, let's try this one. We're gonna. Yeah, that's not working for me. Let's see, that's my 1 inch, that's my 1 inch, let's try this one. Maybe this one will... I don't want to kill the white right there. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush. Okay, that's not working. It's not working for me. What is that? That is a chunk of paint. Let's add some more white. Clean my brush, clean it some more. Okay, we're just gonna blend this some more. Some more white paint. I'm just adding it directly to my brush. And we're gonna pull straight down like so. Some more white paint. add some more white paint here because I don't think it's covered enough. Go like that. And then we're going to hypnotize it. And that should give us our wet look. Okay, let's see if I can come in here with this brush now and try to blend it some more. Okay, I think I like that. Okay, cleaning the brush. I need to go in with some white and add some white to the water. So we're gonna try to do that now. I'm gonna start right there. And wipe that off because I'm picking up the red, so I need some more white. Just gonna smush it on there. Get our little roll of white. I need to come out here. Okay. Wipe. Another roll of paint white. Because I want the white to stand out. So I messed up right there, so I'm gonna need to come back in here. And there I'm crooked, so I need to come up just a little bit to make it not crooked, because if it's crooked, it's gonna look like the water's gonna come off the painting. So, okay, wipe on my towel, get some more white. Yeah, I haven't figured this out yet. It's a little better, isn't it? I need white right there because that's where I messed up. Okay. Wipe off the knife. And we're gonna go straight. Oop. So much for a calm sea, huh? Got some wind. Got wind on this ocean. Go a little bit further that way. just cannot stop from getting that crooked. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I don't know about this one. This might get painted over. I think I need to stop piddling with it at this point, because now I'm just getting frustrated. And I need a new paper towel. And I don't like that spot. And that spot. This is actually gonna get covered up with bushes, so I'm gonna try to get some of that off of there so my paint's not so thick. Okay. Get rid of that little hair. Definitely not Bob Ross. I've been streaming for an hour. Half-hour paintings up in here. Of course, I don't know what I'm doing either, so. Alright, now we're gonna take the black and some red and some of the blue, and we're gonna mix up a dark color. Let's see, put it right here. Red, and we're gonna use the palette knife. We're gonna mix up this really dark color. And try not to get my finger in it. Which is the, it's black and alizarin crimson and the blue. I don't know if I already said that. Just mix it up. Nice little pile with our palette knife. Okay, that's good. I'll wipe off the palette knife because I get paint everywhere that it's not supposed to be. Hello to whoever joined us. I think it's Vivian. Ivan. Sorry. Hello, Ivan. Now we're gonna take our landscape brush, which is, or not landscape, foliage brush. It's a big guy. And we're gonna load this brush and, well, thank you. We're gonna put in some plants and we're just gonna load the brush. Quite a bit on this big boy. Okay, and then we're just gonna come in and smush the plants in. And I turn the brush. We're gonna put some here. I got big globs right there. Oops. That's on my mouse. And we're just gonna go like that. Put some in there, and I got a glob right there. What is that? Okay, good for plants. Well, actually, I'm gonna go up a little more. I think that's good. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my brush. Yes, there is a Bob Ross bobblehead. Well, he's not a bobblehead. He's a Funko Pop. Bob. Can you see him? Yep, there. You can see him. Bob Ross. My sweet husband got it for me. I know, right? So cute. Okay, we're gonna wash the brush. Beat the devil out of it. Okay, so now the paint's out of it, which is awesome. Oh, what did I do there? Oh, they're alright. So now we're going to take the brush and we're going to put it in the white paint. We're going to smush out some white paint, load the brush, smushy, smushy, and we're going to go like this. Because this is our beach. Goes up into the plants. Whoops. Up into the plants. Bring it down here. That's in the shadow. Okay, I'm gonna wash the brush again. And I think I'm gonna add some more white right in here because I don't like the way it looks. Okay, wash the brush, beat the devil out of it. That's better. Washing the brush. Okay, we've got another bristle right there. We've got a glob of paint right there, and a tacky piece. Nope, that's part of the canvas. Where was that other one? Oh, right here. Bristle. I think that's it. Nope, right there. Yeah. Better. Alright. Now, I'm going to clean that off some more. That guy over there in the bucket. And I think I want this brush. It's a filbert. I have no idea what size it is, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep that one out too. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one out too. I'm gonna wash this one really quick because I'm not sure that I got all the paint out of it last time. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to go into some of the red, the bright red, and the Alizarin crimson mixed on the brush. And we're going to add some highlights to these bushes. Maybe. Need some more paint. Okay. Load the brush again. We're going to come over here and we're going to add, careful not to get my finger in the paint. Okay, I'm going to wash the brush because now I'm picking up a lot of the base color. So we're going to wash the brush. Get some more paint. And come back and do some more. And I'm just letting these colors mix on my brush. I might need to get some more red out because my red is disappearing. We want it darker over here and lighter over here, so that works pretty good. But I need some more red out because we're going to add some bushes here too, so I'm going to definitely need the paint. That looks orange. So I need to get some more Alizarin crimson out. Although there's nothing wrong with orange. Orange is awesome. Okay. I know you support the orange. Yes, orange is good. But that's more of a fall painting. And we're not there yet. We're still working on red. And I'm just going to push up with the brush to give it some extra little bits there. Good morning to whoever joined us. Okay, I'm liking that. So now I'm going to go into some of the white and put a little bit of extra highlight on there. Orange is not just fall, it's a lifestyle. Yeah, it can be. I'm just going to take the white right on my filbert brush, load it up, and then we're just going to give these bushes some highlight. That off. I don't want that chunk on there. Some more white. We're just gonna washing the brush. I'm gonna try this 1-inch foliage. Oval. It's not foliage, it's oval. We're gonna go back into that dark mixture. Load the brush up. And we're gonna add some more bushes. Okay, well, I don't want that on my painting. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna take this off of there because that's a little thick. There. Okay, now we're gonna go into the red. No, we're not. No, we're not. Now, before I go into the red to finish this, I need to put the little posties in. So we are going into the black color, the dark. This is not black. It's not black. It's black and red and blue. I'm just gonna load up the brush and I'm gonna put in a post right here. Do we want it at an angle? Like an old post? I think so. It's falling over. Okay, so there's one post, and then we're gonna put a bigger post right, let's see, right here. I'm gonna start it right there. I'm gonna get that piece off of my brush first. And go right there. Straight down. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. And wash the brush. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna go like this to give it a shadow. Just like that. We have shadow. Okay, so there are two. We need one more. And we kind of want to go in a triangle. So this is like the top of the triangle here. So we're going to start it right there. And we're going to go straight down. And we're going to end it right about there. Is that what I want to do? Put it right there too. Let's see, triangle. Put it right there. Make that the ground. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll look nice. Okay. So in order to make that work more, or better, I need to add some more white here. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna come from this side. And I'm gonna smush the white paint in there. I'm gonna get some more white paint. Come in this way. Smush it in there. I took too much paint off of there, didn't I? Oh. I'm gonna blend this with the oval brush. All right, I like that. Okay, so I need to add in the bushes here. And I just got more. Okay, so we're going into the red. And this is a mixture of Napthol and Alizarin. And we're just going to get our bushes back. Okay. wash the brush. I'm almost finished. I need to take out that. And now I need to add my highlights with the white. And we're just gonna go like this. I think that's too white. I'm gonna have to come back in with some more red. Yeah, definitely need more red. At this point, I just messed up the painting. Okay. We're gonna try my filbert brush. I'm going to try my filbert brush. If that makes a difference. This is one of my favorite brushes. Love working with filbert brushes. Some little grassy type stuff. Getting some more Napthol red out. I'm gonna brighten this up a little bit. Okay, where's my, it's gonna be right there. So I need to go here. Take the tone of that down a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna add in, I don't like that. Let's see. I need to do something with that. Don't like that. Don't like it at all. Let's see. We got some. And our post is going to go right here, and it's going to be a double post. And we're going to put it right there. Like that. So here is the first one. And then we're going to have a shorter one. And some more dark. I'm a little off, but it's okay. We're going to put it right here. No, we're going to put it right here. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to go like this because shadow. So now we're going to take the knife and we're going to add some texture to the post. I know, it looks like I just messed it up, huh? But I didn't. Because I am going to be layering color up in here. See, now it looks like a post. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.